Hello friends. Imagine a life you live in the future is oriented towards purpose, happiness and abundance. Every day, you wake up full of energy and joy, full of motivation for whatever comes your way. Now, bring this vision into the present. As you watch this video, visualize yourself freeing yourself from destructive habits and replacing them with ones that will lead you to success. In Stoic philosophy, it is believed that individuals have the power to shape their own destiny through their thoughts, actions, and choices. By developing good habits and eliminating bad ones, a person can cultivate a life filled with wisdom, peace, and virtue. As Epictetus said, "It is not what happens to you, but how you react to it." Therefore, start the change now, by eliminating bad habits, and remember, small beginnings lead to big results. Let's do it. I want to start by saying that this message is just for you. I know there are millions of videos and you could have chosen to watch something else, but you didn't. You're here now and I appreciate it. Thank you for sparing your valuable time for me. Now, I want to make a request to you. I want you to make a commitment to yourself now. And that commitment is simple: do not skip this video under any circumstances. Not now, not later. Because you are different from others. You are an exception. And as an exception, you need to act as such. You have to handle yourself differently and invest your time and attention into the things that are important. So, stay. First topic. Excessive materialism is a major problem in today's society. People often associate wealth and possessions with happiness and success. However, Stoic philosophy teaches us that such efforts can lead to dissatisfaction and distract us from meaningful experiences. To avoid excessive materialism, it is important to adopt a more minimalist approach that focuses on experiences, relationships, and personal growth. An effective way to reduce materialistic tendencies is to examine what is truly important. Instead of valuing external indicators of success such as possessions or status, we need to prioritize internal qualities such as virtue. By prioritizing virtues, we can find deeper fulfillment independent of possessions. Another approach is to simplify our lifestyle, downsizing, getting rid of unnecessary things and minimizing expenses. Living frugally can reduce the emphasis on possessions and direct our energy toward experiences and relationships that bring true satisfaction. It is also important to be grateful for what we have. By appreciating what we have now and acknowledging our blessings, we can improve our inner peace and reduce the desire for more acquisitions. The assets themselves are not the main issues. It is important to recognize that our attachment to them can lead to dissatisfaction. By accepting that they are temporary and changeable, and by practicing non-attachment, we can view possessions as tools rather than sources of identity or self-worth. Second topic. Seeking external validation is a common habit that many people struggle with. Constantly seeking approval and external validation from others can be a way to feel good about ourselves. But this habit can have negative consequences on our mental health and well-being. If we rely excessively on seeking external validation, we can easily become dependent on the opinions and approval of others. This means that our happiness becomes dependent on things independent of ourselves, which can create feelings of insecurity and unhappiness when external factors are not present or removed. Stoic philosophy emphasizes the importance of self-approval and inner happiness. Instead of seeking external validation, the Stoics advise us to focus on developing our own inner strength and character. By cultivating virtues, such as wisdom, courage, and justice, we can find fulfillment and contentment within ourselves. This kind of self-confidence allows us to maintain our happiness even in the face of criticism or negativity from others. In addition to improving our mental health, seeking external validation can also have negative effects on our relationships. When we constantly seek approval from others, we can appear needy or insecure. This can damage our relationships and cause others to view us negatively. By focusing on our own inner growth and development, we can build stronger and more authentic relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Overall, seeking external validation can have serious negative consequences on our mental health, relationships, and overall well-being. By adopting the principles of self-confidence and inner strength of Stoic philosophy, we can get rid of this harmful habit and find true happiness and satisfaction within ourselves. Third topic. Rumination is a common habit that can lead to significant emotional distress. Constantly reflecting on past mistakes or worrying about the future can have negative effects on our mental health and well-being. When we get lost in thought, we tend to get stuck in negative thoughts, which can create feelings like guilt, shame, and anxiety. These negative emotions can hinder us from moving forward and prevent us from enjoying the present moment. An effective way to overcome rumination is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is a core concept in Stoicism and encourages individuals to live in the present moment and focus on their immediate experiences. Thanks to mindfulness, we stop leaving the past behind and worrying about the future. Instead, we focus on what is happening right now and determine how we can cope with calmness and clarity. The practice of mindfulness involves paying attention to our sensations, thoughts, and emotions without judgment. By observing our thoughts without obsessing over them or reacting impulsively, we gain insight into our thought patterns and become more aware of our mental and emotional states. This increased self-awareness helps us manage our thoughts and emotions more effectively, reducing negative rumination and reducing its intensity. Another way to eliminate rumination is to focus on what we can control in any given situation. Stoicism reminds us that we cannot change the past or predict the future, but we can control our reactions to events. Rather than dwelling on past mistakes or worrying about the future, we can relieve stress and focus on our actions and decisions. We can get it. Fourth topic. Don't be afraid of change. Adjusting to change can be difficult, especially if you're used to familiar routines and habits. However, change from time to time is necessary for personal growth and development. In fact, many successful people have achieved their success by taking risks and embracing change. So, how can you overcome your fear of change? First, it is important to understand that change is not something to be afraid of. Instead of seeing change as a scary situation, you should see it as an opportunity to grow and learn. By opening yourself to new experiences, you can expand your horizons and discover new aspects of yourself. Additionally, stepping out of your comfort zone can help increase your resilience and self-confidence. A practical way to overcome the fear of change is to start small. Instead of embarking on a major change in your life, you can start making small changes to your daily routine or habits. For example, you might try a new exercise routine or try a new type of food. As you see these small changes working positively in your life, you will begin to become more confident and more comfortable approaching larger changes. Another useful approach is to focus on the potential benefits of change. What opportunities can embracing change offer you? How can change improve your life or career? Thinking about these positive outcomes can increase your motivation and inspiration during the transition period. Finally, change is a process, not a goal. It takes time to adjust and adapt. Only when you are patient and determined can you overcome your fear of change and succeed in new situations. Be kind to yourself throughout this process, and don't be afraid to ask for support from friends, family, or professionals when you need it. Change can be difficult, but when you welcome it with an open mind and a willingness to learn, you may discover new possibilities you never imagined. Fifth topic. Stop worrying about the little things. One of the most harmful habits that people often struggle with is worrying excessively about unimportant matters. This constant state of uneasiness can stem from a variety of sources, including social media, news, gossip, or even personal insecurity. However, it is extremely important to recognize that much of this information is irrelevant and does not contribute to happiness or satisfaction. Stoicism teaches us to focus our time and energy on what's important and avoid unnecessary worry. By adopting a Stoic mindset, we can train ourselves to focus on what's important and eliminate the noise. This does not mean that we need to be completely isolated from society, but it allows us to learn to interact selectively with the world while maintaining our peace of mind. To eliminate this habit, we can start by identifying the areas where we spend most of our energy on unimportant matters. This may include constantly checking phone messages, worrying about future events, or thinking about our past mistakes. Once we identify these patterns, we can question them using Stoic logic, asking ourselves if these concerns will make a difference in the long run and are aligned with our values and goals can test these habits. Another technique that can help with this is to set boundaries around our time and attention. We can limit our exposure to sources of anxiety, for example, avoiding certain social media platforms or binge-watching TV. By creating space for reflection and awareness, we can develop a sense of inner peace and be better able to cope with unexpected challenges. Ultimately, the key to overcoming the habit of worrying about the little things is to develop a deep understanding of what really matters in life. By adopting a Stoic perspective, we can learn to focus our energy on things that promote growth, joy, and connection with others. With sustained effort and practice, we can transform our minds and hearts to live more authentically and with greater purpose. Sixth topic. Seeking revenge may provide temporary satisfaction, but ultimately leads to negative consequences for both parties. According to Stoic philosophy, focusing on the well-being of others and finding inner peace are far more valuable goals than seeking revenge. Revenge can be harmful because it creates a cycle of negativity and hurt and can lead to feelings of guilt, shame, and regret. It also drains mental and emotional energy that could be directed towards positive goals. Stoics believe that individuals should aim to be insensitive to insults and injustices because these are beyond their control. Instead, we should focus on improving ourselves and our environment. They believe that true power comes from within, and we should strive to be virtuous and moral in all our actions. Forgiving those who have wronged us can be extremely difficult, but it is a powerful tool for achieving inner peace and moving forward. When we forgive, we free ourselves from a burden of resentment and allow ourselves to heal. Forgiveness also encourages compassion, empathy, and understanding, which are essential qualities for building healthy relationships. Additionally, seeking revenge can damage our relationships and reputations, while forgiveness can strengthen our connections. When we forgive, we show others that we trust them and value our relationship, which can foster deeper bonds and mutual respect. Eliminating the desire for revenge requires self-reflection and introspection. We must examine our own beliefs and motivations to determine why we seek revenge and whether it serves any purpose. Practicing mindfulness and meditation can also help us develop a more distant perspective and reduce our emotional response. By adopting the Stoic perspective on forgiveness, we can break the cycle of revenge and create a more positive and fulfilling life. By focusing on our own growth and development and showing compassion to others, we can achieve greater well-being and happiness. As a result, seeking revenge may bring temporary relief, but it does not address the underlying problems and only perpetuates them.